4s and 1-6, given Bangladesh that impetus they've been looking for. Ishan Malinga from round the wicket. Considered a good heat, Ishan Malinga. He can work up a good head of steam. But fantastic effort by this young man.
Yeah, at the start he looked edgy, but after hitting a couple of boundaries of the bowling of Mahesh Dikshana, he started to feel confident, and from there on, his job is not finished. He has to eke out more. That's well fended, well fended. Is thinking that it might have been toe first, but I don't think so. The wicketkeeper agreed.
Yeah, that was just 114 Ks. He's dropped his pace a lot. What an amazing career it has been for young Ishan Malinga. Well, was injury prone first, overcame that. This is that last delivery. I think he got his bat down on time. There was some excitement. For a moment, they thought pad first. And also, played in the IPL, was impressive. They've gained a lot of confidence playing along some of those greats. Meanwhile, this is Tansit.
Yeah, he was not afraid to use his feet, not holding back against Dikshana, and once he was able to hit a couple of boundaries, he was much more relaxed and started to maneuver the length.
Pace on the pads. That's for wrong angle, round the wicket, angling onto the pads, and that delivery is almost 137. So loves the batter to work the angle well.
Yeah, the fielder plays at the ball outside the off stump. That'll be bread and butter for the left-hander, and that's what we saw with the previous delivery. Easy pickings, just help the ball on its way.
Just a little bit too straight. That's better. That's more the line. That's where he's expected to bowl. And he's consistently in the mid 130s to the high 130s.
Yeah, at this point, Sri Lanka has lost a lot of territory, and to be able to regain that, they have to make the play. They need to somehow break the stride of these two batters. Otherwise, they are threatening. And threatening in a big way.
Goes over mid-off inside the circle. Didn't get hold of it. They'll come back for 3. So 96 for 1. They're going at exactly 6 and over at the end of 16.
Bangladesh marching along relentlessly, scoring runs at their will. And for me, this is a crucial juncture of the game. At the start of this innings, I mentioned that Dikshana has been introduced from the wrong end. The ball wasn't gripping from that end. And now, if he's able to get a bit of grip and make play for Sri Lanka, they'll be back into this game. A bit of grip straight away.
Yeah, this end has been a good end for the spinners. They've found something in the surface As you said, let's see what he could do. The thing about him is that he tends to bowl it quickly. So if he could get quick turn, it's something to happen quickly off the surface. That would be challenging for the batter. Slides on as well, but that's the wrong angle again from round the wicket. Now with the pace on, good work, very good work in the deep. But they're coming back for 3. They saved a single. But Bangladesh, you could see that intent. They just want to make sure that they gather every possible run.
They're very eager. Both the Bangladeshi batters running between the wicket has been brilliant. Bouncing on every opportunity. But the more runs on the board, these two.
Deekshana needs to be on the off stump, not on midland leg, because he'll slide going round the wicket. And allows him to get on the back foot. Again, a couple of runs. Good running. Oh, could be tight. Could be tight. They have run the second run. I think the Sri Lankans are celebrating.
Did I put markers on these two batters? I just mentioned how good they've been between the wickets.
At the batting end, show me the side on angle, please.
Was that the opportunity Sri Lanka was looking for?
Keep rolling, keep rolling. Roll it back one more time, please. Roll it back one more time. And now roll forward. Frame by frame. Frame by frame, yeah. Yeah, can you show, yeah, can you show the other side of this? And just nice and slow. Is it here? I can see the bat is on the line and the bails are off. I'm ready to make my decision for the big screen.
Massive wicket for Sri Lanka. They were desperate to get that wicket, and Milan Ratnayaka's outstanding fielding providing that wicket that they were after. Another look.
Yeah, always a peril. Once, as a batsman, you hit the ball off the back foot. And to get your momentum forward, it requires a bit of time. And that's the moment which afforded the opportunity to the Sri Lankans to get rid of it. Smiles all around in the aisles because they know how important was for the Sri Lankans to break this partnership. 23, and it's 100 for 2 Bangladesh, and it's time for the players to get hydrated.
TNT Sports, powered by Canterbury.
Only one global sports event can fill Wembley 133 times, practically spans the width of the moon, and climbs the height of 159 Eiffel Towers. The one and only tour. Over 3,000 kilometres of relentless terrain and over 50,000 metres of punishing inclines. It doesn't get bigger than this. The Tour de France now live for the first time on TNT Sports.
I found my great-grandma Annie in the 90s.
At Tails.com, we believe that no dog is average. Dog food 100% tailored for your dog. Tails.com, never average.
Mum, you're on the Wi-Fi, right?
No, we're not! What?
Remember who you're doing it for. That's why I banked with Monzo. Their under-16s account helps me keep track of my kids. His card now, £400 on Billscape. What's an eye on your kids' spending with Monzo. Download your new favorite bank.
It's so exciting to see where we are now and knowing the history of where we've come from. They really questioned, should we even enter a team into the Premiership? We should withdraw. And I remember saying, absolutely not.
I hope that you know how influential your fight was to getting the game to where it is today.
What happened with that women's rugby one.
Reframe the game. Stream the full series now, only on Discovery Plus.
TNT Sports, powered by Canterbury.
Liton Das is the new batter. Good strike rate, that average, it's a little over 30, but look at the experience he carries. 94 innings, over 2,500 runs, the best of 176. So he scores big when he sets himself. Right, he comes in. Now this is a big moment, really big moment. Sri Lanka will need wickets from here. Bangladesh, on the other hand, still sitting quite prettily. 100 for 2. Within striking distance, they will be telling themselves, with a run rate of over 6 runs and over, 245, not looking too big. But wickets can change the entire complexion of the game.
Yeah, they tried everything. But nobody prevailed. A breakthrough and through a good effort from the fielder. And they should gain from here. Another wicket will tip the scales.
Yeah, that's what they're after, Sri Lanka. They'll be telling themselves, one can be 2. And quick wickets. Ideally 2 new batters, if they can get that. They got Tansid looking good at the other end. Liton just in. And they kept him quiet. 100 for 2. $100 for 2. That batting order looks quite strong, I'll tell you. Miraj can bat. Right. I was expecting this. Wanindu Hasaranga, perfect time to come in. Bowls leg breaks, but he bowls a lot of wrong uns, so left-handers won't bother him too much. It depends a lot on the wrong un.
And he bowls them really slow, unlike Dakshina. A bit of pace was offered, but the batter wasn't pacey enough. He was beaten by that throw. Very accurate, excellent effort to release the ball in no time.
Well, interestingly, I think the squall or the point fielder straight away gave it out as he was celebrating. It was a good return, and Kusal Mendis didn't have to move. That was the key. It was milliseconds in it. Now, how close is that? That's the wrong one. Ruchira Palyaguru doesn't answer it in the affirmative.
There was a sound. That might have deterred the umpire. I think they're going to go. They're going to go ahead because Hasaranga is very much convinced.
TV umpire to director. We have a player review for LBW. The on-field decision is not out. I have checked the feed. It's a fair delivery. Can we start with front on, please? Appears to be no bat involved. Can I confirm with Ultra Edge? Yeah, there is a clear gap between bat and ball. Ball tracking when ready. Ball tracking is building up. Original decision not out. Pitching outside off. Impact in line. Wicket sitting. You need to reverse your decision. Stand by. You're on screen, please signal.
Well, one brings two, they say, and this is the second wicket and happens to be the 100th wicket of Wanindu Hasaranga, the 18th Sri Lankan bowler to do that, and the second quickest to reach 100 wickets in ODI cricket.
It was that googly you were referring to. He relies on top spinner and the googlies, and no contribution, none so ever, from Liton Das. That was the wicket they were after. 101 for 3.
TNT Sports, powered by Canterbury.
Hey, look at our Simply Safe home security system.
Let's install it.
We need another camera.
What for?
A collectible. What?
Now you've got a camera each.
Yay!
Systems start from under £200 when you buy a professional monitoring plan. There's no safe like Simply Safe.
TNT Sports, powered by Canterbury.
Well, one of Bangladesh's brightest young stars, Tawhid Hridoy. So much of potential. 16 shy of 1,000 runs, a good average. Strike rate is good. Not 100. Just 24 years. First saw him in the BPL and was very, very impressed with the way he played. And he looked an international player even then. Starts off with a single, just drifting onto the pads. But Wanindu Hasaranga's introduction has paid dividends.
Yeah, played the wrong line. Spinner. It was a wrong on. Into the action straight away. Wanindu Hasaranga. Congratulations to him for his 100th ODI wicket. They want to remove him now. Tanzee. He's holding the key. He is.
Both ends. They'll want to dislodge Tanzee because he is now the main obstacle. They dismiss him. Sri Lankans will be telling themselves, dismiss him. You got two new batters. You can get back. And this time, oh, what a catch! What a catch! That is Janit Dienage for you. That is a wicket they were after. And that is a match-winning catch, if there was one.
That was stunning. That was mesmerizing. Oh, wow, that ball was traveling. And to be anticipate that has to be a mixture of reflexes and athleticism, both combined to get rid of the danger Tanzee. Oh, wow. Spectacular effort.
That is a wow. That is definitely a wow. And such a big wicket here. Tanzee goes for 62. Bangladesh now 102 for 4.
TNT Sports, powered by Canterbury.
Babes, how was roaming in Italy?
Oh, stunning. Didn't cost me a penny.
What, the new fella paid?
No, hun. Labara. No roaming fees.
Bet the signal was awful.
Full bars, hun.
Well, you get what you pay for.
No. Big mobile networks charge you more for what's really the same thing. You and the hubby need a better package, babe.
Labara, the smarter mobile network.
I think they can sort his package in Turkey.
TNT Sports, powered by Canterbury.
Well, this is exactly what Sri Lanka wanted. Well, 3 wickets for 2 runs has been Sri Lanka's return in quick time, Amir.
You got to wish, Roshan. You were mentioning Sri Lankans need to open up both ends. You got to wish.
And they got 2 new batters. Now they can start to dictate terms. Sri Lanka look to attack. Last ball of the over. And a fine over. 2 wickets in that. 18 overs done. It's 102 for 4.
There's never an easy day. You just gotta keep smiling. And remember who you're doing it for. That's why I bank with Monzo. Their under-16s account helps me keep track of my kids' spending. That's little Josh using his card now. £400 on Build Street. What's he building? A second home. Keep an eye on your kids' spending with Monzo. Download your new favorite bank.
Well, 102 for 4. What a turnaround in this game. At 100 for 1 or at 99 for 1 when they set off for that second run. Bangladesh looked to be in total control. That run out of Shantov and then the immediate dismissal of Litton. Just turning things around for Sri Lanka.
Yeah, it goes to show how important fielding is in contemporary cricket. The bowler looked hapless, and suddenly two big efforts from the fielders changed the complexion of the game.
Kamidu Mendes with his left arm spin. That's a wide, just sliding down the leg side. But yes, you're right, Amir. Let's first take a look at this catch. You need to take a look at this catch. This is wow. This is a real wow effort. Oh, what an outstanding catch. Janit Lianage, that is. This is even better at this angle.
Yeah, the best part was the finishing part, where he
was playing for turn, and that ball came in. Wicket number.
What a moment for Kamidu Mendes.
By Canterbury.
There's never an easy. That's why I bank with Monzo. Their under-16s.
Look at the extent of the damage. 7 runs and 4 wickets. Zakir Ali, he's a new batter. He's got a good strike rate, good average. 2 half-centuries in his 8 innings, but it's a very critical situation.
It's a tall ask. And because wickets are backing. That was the 4th in span of 2 overs. Now playing for the turn. Second time we saw our batsman getting out in a similar fashion.
Well, just to complete my story, Sri Lanka has been given an official warning. This is a celebration for starting an over late. So they can be given 3 warnings and 2 warnings, and after that, 5 penalty runs. How about that? Now that deserves to be taken a close look, unless it hit the bat. I'm not so sure.
Stated the claim, go for it.
TV umpire to director. We have a player review for LBW. Can we start with front on, please? Roll it back one more time, please. Yeah, now roll forward. Yeah, ball is coming straight from the bat. Go back to on-field umpire. Ali, stay with your original decision. Stand by. You're on screen, please signal.
I don't think that's right, because they never check for the inside, never check for the edge. I mean, he's got technology at his disposal. Well, If that was looked at before the decision was given, there wouldn't have been a problem at all. Not that they...
to ask, but if the third umpire was convinced, yeah, there is no harm in moving on, but there are certain protocols which needs to be followed.
Absolutely, Amir. Why take that chance when you have the resources at your disposal? I mean, now how about that? That's given. This time, no problems about that. But the batter might refer it.
On-field decision is out. I have checked the field. It's a fair delivery. Can we start with front on, please? Need to confirm through ultra edge, please. Just keep rolling, keep rolling. Keep rolling flat line. Roll it further. Up to the pad. Get satisfied. No bat involved. Go for ball tracking when ready, please. Ball tracking is building up. Pitching outside off. Impact in line. Wicket hitting.
Well, it's falling apart, isn't it? 99 for 1, 103 for 6. Inexplicable.
Did we?
Yes, we did.
Professional.
Protect what matters to you with Simply Safe Home Security. System start from under £200 with a professional monitoring plan. There's no safe like Simply Safe.
TNT Sports, powered by Canterbury.
Well, Bangladesh are down to their tail now. Zakir has faced just 3 deliveries at the other end. And he's coming. Tansim Hassan Saqib. Average of 20 in the game and in control. Fielded. I'll tell you what, there's a definite spring in that Sri Lankan step.
More energy. Not reading him well, the batters. Already 3 wickets.
Well, now the pressure will start to pile on. That rate they were going at 6+ is down to little over 5. Still, the required rate is very much in control. The problem is that they don't have wickets. There's 4 wickets standing. Will that be called a wide? Did it come off the bat or the pad? There was some excitement. Never know, but not called a wide. It's so many dots there.
Yeah. It's Miles in the aisles. Oh, inside edge. They're not reading him. They haven't got a clue. It's 104 for 6.
Activated. This summer, leave your worries behind. Protect what matters to you with Simply Safe Home Security. System start from under £200 with a professional monitoring plan. There's no safe like Simply Safe.
Hasaranga in the second base, and look at who's at number 4. Well done to Fawaz Maharouf. We are honoured to have him in the box. 4th fastest in terms of getting to 100 ODI wickets. Ajanta Miss tops the tree. The situation in, and look at this, a friendly full toss and Deeksana. Very good, Sana. Very good catch.
Soaking in. Is he surprised with the fielding effort, Roshan?
I don't think so, but that's him. He doesn't generally react. Out for
TNT Sports, powered by Canterbury.
Babes, how was roaming in Italy?
Oh, stunning. Didn't cost me a penny.
What, the new fella paid?
No, hun. Labara. No roaming fees.
Bet the signal was awful.
Full bars, hun.
Well, you get what you pay for.
Nah. Big mobile networks charge you more for what's really the same thing. You and the hubby need a better package, babe.
Labara, the smarter mobile network.
Think they can sort his package in Turkey?
TNT Sports, powered by Canterbury.
last 26 balls, we have seen mayhem. 8 runs and 6 wickets. And Bangladesh has gone from a very strong position to almost their knees.
Well, he's got some ability with the bat, but to keep down from mayhem, it's a tall ask from Taskeen.
Not sure he can do it because he's asking for a lot now. Sri Lankan spinners spinning a web around all the Bangladeshi batters. Now he's going to bowl his off spin. Kamidu Mendis was bowling his left arm spin. He switches as an ambidextrous. Straight to the fielder. And they're fielding well.
Wow, even a full toss cannot be handled by the batters here. Feeling the pressure. But how about that effort now? Crocodile grab that was.
Yes, indeed. Everything is sticking. And Kusal Mendis, look at that take. As you said, there is definite energy in that Sri Lankan fielding.
Fleet-footed. Very.
Again, another one for Sri Lanka.
Appears to be no bat involved. Can I confirm with Alcratch, please? Keep rolling. There is a gap between bat and ball. Satisfied, no bat involved. Go for ball tracking when ready. Stay with your original decision, Palis. Stand by.
It's for Tanzim to walk back.
His card now. £400 on Buildscape. £100 on Buildscape. What's he building? A second home. Keep an eye on your kids' spending with Monzo. Download your new favorite bank.
The manicure, clean up the manicure, clean up those mitts a little, eh?
Can't explain it at all.
Yeah, the umpire intervening there because he was trying to get off for 5 runs, turning the afternoon session than what Sri Lanka have got here. But the changing point has been Sri Lanka's fielding, that run out. Milan Ratnayaka's bullet throw which found Nazmul Hossain shunt or maybe 2 centimeters short. Janit Liyanagaya. And all of a sudden, here we go again. And then, panic set in. They've been playing the wrong line, picking wrong shots, and big trouble. That's Milan Ratnayaka. Look at how quick, flat and hard that throw was.
Right on top of the bails, and that's the split second that was required for Kusal Mendis to. That point onwards, it's been Sri Lanka. The manner in which they're folding like a house of cards is just not on. It's not good cricket.
Also in shock. to how they've managed to turn this game. Kamindu Mendes, he was brought in to fill a gap. Sri Lanka looking for a bowler, looking for a breakthrough. He's only got 2 wickets in his career before.
It's just the manner of the doubt and the suspicion in the mind of the batters, uncertain of the lines of the ball, uncertain of the trajectory.
Hasaranga's introduction to the attack made a big difference. You missed a straight one from Kamindu Mendes. Just become clumsy.
Very difficult to find words to explain